and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney, and today I'm here with my Megan Nielsen Dawn Jeans lookbook. So this is part 3 of a 4-part series where I'm making up 4 of, four of Megan Nielsen's newest patterns as a kind of a mini capsule. And I'm making all of the versions for myself and my daughter. I mean total. I'm not making all the versions for both of us, but you get what I mean. So this is part 3. I've got a very, we're gonna face backwards. This is part 3 of that 4-part series. So today I'm gonna be showing you the lookbook of the 4 pairs of Dawn. See, this is what happens. I do too many patterns at once. Oh my gosh, get comfy. They all run together. So these are the 4 different versions of the Dawn jeans. I love this pattern. I'm just gonna say that right off the bat. And I also, before we start, I think I've got a whole bunch of new subscribers here to the channel, and I want to say hi and thank you for joining us. I'm so glad to have you. Hope you enjoyed the we got a whole bunch of new content coming up this year, and a lot of fun and exciting stuff coming up. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, because the more people that subscribe, the more I pop up as recommendations, and that gets more people to the channel. Also leave a thumbs up if you like this video, because that helps me plan content when I look at my analytics. So yes, we're gonna get that out of the way. Also, you'll notice I'm a little further back today. I had a couple people comment that when they're watching me on like a bigger screen, like a television or an iPad or whatever, it's just a lot of like me up in your face, which I can completely appreciate is a little intense. So and again, it's a new camera. I'm still trying to like figure out where I need to be and all that stuff. So let me know what you think about the new framing. This whole videography thing is very new to me. So let me know on that. And also someone asked if I could tell what I'm wearing at the beginning of each video, and I also had a couple of questions on my lipstick. So I will address that. So this is the Butterick dress, and I cannot remember the number, so I'm just gonna run that across the screen right now. It's the Lisette pattern, the knit dress that I'm wearing today, and the Liberty jersey, and it's super comfortable and snuggly because it's not very cold here today, but it is very, very rainy. So this with some tights, and I'm comfy cozy to be sewing the day away or working, whatever. Maybe not sewing. I was sewing this morning, but anyway. Okay, and as far as lipstick, in my last video I actually had no makeup on. I filmed them all out of order. But in the knit video, when I talked about buying knits online, someone asked what lipstick I was wearing. And it was MAC, this is it, MAC Lip Tensity, and the color is Cordovan. I don't have my glasses on. Cordovan. So that's what that is. That was the really dark lipstick that I had on in that video. And then today I'm wearing another MAC, and it's Please Me, and it came in a kit that had like, you know, it came with like a blush and some eyeshadow, and it was like at the holidays, that kind of thing. And so this is a matte lipstick called Please Me, and it's a pale pink. But I don't like the matte. It makes my lips feel dry. So I put Bare Minerals, it's a lip gloss, Golden Glaze on top just to give it a little bit of extra sheen. So that's what's on my lips today. And the other day it was Cordovan, which is the MAC Lip Tensity. So there you have it. I just think that's really funny when people ask what makeup I'm wearing, because if you were to see my makeup drawer, it's teeny tiny. I have very few things in it, so I think that's really funny. I'm just not, I find what works and I just go with it until it dies, and then I find something new. So anyway, okay, that all out of the way. Let's talk about the Dawn jeans. I'm gonna start with my daughter. So I made all 4, I'm gonna go in order of so I'm not gonna start with my daughter. I'm just gonna go in order of view A, B, C, and D. Okay, excuse me while I rearrange. Okay, so they're Dawn jeans. They are a non-woven high-waisted jean, and they can be made in, let's see, she's got 3 different leg styles for the jean, and then a pair of shorts, which is the wide leg cropped, or the wide leg pant leg that is just shortened to a 4-inch inseam. So, view A is a tapered leg, and I made mine out of the remnants of my pink corduroy that I used for my seam work Danny pinafore that you saw. I'll pop a link to that video because actually the dress I'm wearing, it was the haul from my sewing retreat, everything that I made. So I was able to get these out, but only in the cropped version. So these are cropped. I did the cropped length, and I shortened the legs on this pattern by 2 inches, but that is the only alteration I made to these, other than, you can't say only and then say other than, Whitney, but anyway, I made a size, these are a size 10 that I graded out to a 14 at the waist because I am very narrow in the hips, but my waist gets bigger, so I frequently have to do that. You'll see the other pair of pants I made for myself. I actually made an 8 and graded it out to a 14, but they were too tight in the hips, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so I was able to get these out of the leftovers of that corduroy, which is very exciting. But again, I had to do the cropped length, and they're maybe a little bit shorter than I wanted, but I do like them with my sock booties, and they'll be really cute with loafers as the weather starts to warm up. I'm in love with these. I think they look great on the rear end. They're super comfortable. I was a little hesitant on the tapered leg just because there's no stretch in the fabric, how that would work, but I love these. They're super comfortable. Yeah. Her construction method for putting the fly in is a little different. It's different than the way, for instance, Closet Case Patterns does theirs, which I really like that method. But I went ahead and I did her method for actually all these pairs of pants, mostly because once I got into the groove, I made all of these, all 4 of these in 2 days, because I was batch doing them. And then once I got in the groove, let's see, I batch sewed my daughter's shorts and my wide leg pants because I wanted to check fit on both of us. And then I did the other 2 just by themselves. But yeah, it was 2 days of fairly intense sewing. I mean, I had movies and stuff on while the kids were at school, but I was just in the groove, so I did it the way she did it. The other bonus with this pattern is that it comes with 3 fly options. You can do a hidden button placket, an exposed button placket, or a zip placket. Is it a placket? Fly. I'm meaning to say fly, not placket. An exposed button placket, a hidden button, I keep saying placket, an exposed button fly, a hidden button fly, or a zip fly. Which, I mean, sky's the limit on these. I love this. So on these pants, I did the hidden button fly, and I actually used one of her hardware kits that I had purchased at Christmas time. She was having a 20% off sale or something off everything in her shop, and I bought her little hardware kits because I love the hardware kits the designers sell. I find that they're just fantastic. And her little kits came with a Megan Nielsen tag that I put in the back, and then also this Megan Nielsen, and then it says Megan Nielsen Patterns, I made this, and it's a leather patch, and it's a really sturdy leather, and I used a leather needle to sew it on, so hopefully it stays through the wash. We'll find out. And again, I bought 2 of those hardware kits when I purchased them, but I think I'm going to save the other one for her Ash jeans whenever I get a chance to try those out, which might be next fall. But I was being stingy with those. I didn't want to use those on my daughters. I was using leftover hardware for the rest of this that I just had collected, you know, because they always give you a few extra when you buy those little kits to practice with. So anyway, yes, I used her hardware kit on this. I'm super pleased with it. I did some top stitching, but it's the same as the fabric, so you can't really see, which is what I wanted, and I'm just in love with these wide whale cord pants. They're just so cute. And I think I may actually wear these down to Florida. I won't be able to wear them once we're down in Florida, but these will be a good, because these will be a good pant to wear down there because we're going to be going from cold to warm. It's always interesting to try and travel, and then again back. Okay, so that was view A. View B is her straight leg jean. And for these, I made them for my daughter, and I made them in, I did a zip fly on these, and I'll talk about that in a second. I did also the cropped length on her, but I did not shorten hers by the 2 inches because she's got longer legs than I do. Even though we're about the same height, her legs are longer. So I used a 10-ounce denim from Blackbird Fabrics, and if it's available, I'll link it in the description box down below. This stuff was fantastic to work with. I think it was Japanese, maybe Japanese, I can't remember. But it's a very nice denim, and I love the color. You cannot find this lighter color denim hardly at all. But truth be told, when I was ironing it and stuff like that, I can smell bleach. So clearly this fabric had been bleached, some sort of a chlorine treatment had been applied to the fabric, which makes sense, you know, to pull all the indigo out. But it already has some like great wear on it. Even when I was ironing out the yardage, I mean, these are going to wear really well. It's unfortunate that she probably won't be able to wear these like incredibly long time, you know, to get some really good wear patterns, because she'll outgrow them eventually. But hopefully she'll be able to wear them for a while. But when I ordered this fabric, I ordered 2 meters, but I must have gotten the end of the bolt because they gave me 2.6 meters. And it had like 2 meters written on the tag, and then it had been crossed out 2.6. So I don't know if I just got the last part of the bolt or whatever and just got lucky. So I have enough to make myself a pair of jeans out of this too. I don't know if I'm going to use the Dawn pattern or not, because she may freak out if we have the same pair of jeans, but I don't know, maybe she won't care. If I use different top stitching and different hardware, she may be totally cool with it. I could even do like an exposed button fly or something to make it different. So, yes, so on her, I made the size 0 everywhere but the waist. So I graded from a 0 to a 4 at her waist. Mostly because, now her waist was measuring like right at a size 2, but she hates to be too constricted in her waist, so I just went up to the 4 in the waist. Yeah, that's that. And for the hardware on these, I used leftovers. So these are the leftover Prim rivets. And if you watched my Vlogmas, I had gotten my Prim pliers and bought some of the rivets so I could have the little pieces that go into the Prim pliers. And I was kind of on the fence about them. But with these, I put the rivets in as I was sewing the stuff, so I never had to like try and get all the way down to the back pocket, for instance. Like I put the rivet in for the back pocket before the yoke was even attached. So the pliers were easily able to reach that. And it worked like a dream. And I used the Prim pliers for the buttons. These aren't Prim buttons, this is like a leftover button. But I used the Prim pliers for the buttons, and that was like a game changer for jean buttons. I mean, they went in so easily. So that's, yeah, that's the way I'm gonna be doing those from now on. My rivets on the pink corduroy, I had to actually hammer those in old school style because they did not fit with my Prim holders. Again, because that was a Megan Nielsen kit. But I was able to use them for the button, for the Megan Nielsen buttons and stuff. So that was exciting. So yeah, love these. Again, I did the zip fly. So we have been having the polar vortex, as everyone has around the Midwest, where it's stupid cold temperatures. And then we've been getting dumped on with ice and snow, and now it's raining, cats and dogs. Literally, I could hear thunder today because it's like warmed up. I don't know what's going on. So I did not want to get out and go buy a jean zipper, and I'm completely out. And normally I keep my notions pretty well stocked, but completely out. So I had a white zipper, which I used, but it's like, it was a separating zipper, like a 36-inch long separating zipper, that I literally pulled the tools out, shortened it like the correct way, because I had a whole bunch of stops. See, I carry a lot of notions in my sewing room. I just didn't have a jean zipper, so that needs to go on the list. So it's a little like, I mean, if that pulls open, you're like, whoa, white zipper. But I mean, again, we should be fine. And I didn't have to get out. So, there we go. And another part of loving jeans, I did these wonderful little, look at those little pocket bags with the butterflies on them. So that'll be fun when she puts those on, you know, think of her mom. It's what everyone wants, right? Okay, so that was view B. View C is the wide leg version. And again, this is the version that they cut into the shorts. So it's just a shortened version of this that makes the shorts. And here they are. And on mine, I did the exposed button placket. And again, I made a size 8 in the hips and went up to a 14 at the waist. Because my hip measurement, and now I can't remember, my hip measurement is a 38.5 right now, and I can't remember now if the 8 was a 38. I was like right in between the 8 and the 10, whatever those measurements are. And I decided to go down to an 8 because I really like my woven pants to be really tight when I first make them, like pulling tight, so that I can wear them in. I find that they wear in a little bit better, but I think these may be a little too tight. And I am much more comfortable in my in my cord pants. But then again, for them to like wear in, I don't know. I may go back to the 8s. I don't know. I'll wear these for a while. I used a, oh geez, I feel like, it's a cotton twill from Blackbird Fabrics, and I think it was an 8 ounce, which is the weight. Maybe a 6 ounce? It may have been a 6 ounce. She doesn't have this in stock right now. But I bought this and love the color, this like rose. I actually ended up top stitching with like brown because I didn't have any thread that like really matched. I'll try and show you that a little bit. You can kind of see. Beep. So it shows up a little bit, but I didn't want like top stitching thread. And I also used the Prim rivets on these, and I actually used the Prim buttons for the Prim buttons that I bought for the little tool came with 8 buttons, so I used them on my pair and Ava's pair. But Ava had picked this out for the shorts that she wanted, of course, my brand new fabric. And I was so sad because I really wanted a pair of wide leg pants in this, but I was able to eke it out, and literally it was some of my best like pattern Tetrising that I've done. I had such small amounts of scraps, it was very satisfying. I don't know if anyone else gets like a weird thrill when that happens, but I do. So whatever that says about me. But yes, so I got these crop pants. I love them. Again, they're a little snug at the moment, but I'm hoping that they just stretch and start to mold to my body. Because this is a cotton twill, very similar to denim. It's just a little lighter weight than denim. Denim's also a cotton twill. So yeah, so I'm just hoping that these will kind of mold themselves to me as I wear them. But I'm not going to make any more Dawn jeans until I figure that out, because I don't want to make them to where they're too big. I feel like the Morgan jeans I just got finished making weren't tight enough, and now they're kind of baggy, and which is a look, but I really wanted them a little more fitted. And so anyway, I've washed them, and even so, they start to mold to your body better, I feel like, when they're really tight. It's like back in the 70s, you know, like when you had to use the pliers to zip your pants up. I wasn't born till 1980, but you know, the movies and stuff, you know, you see where the zipping them up with the pliers. That's what you want, right? And so then they start to mold to you, and then they become your second skin. So anyway, that was this pair. I love the exposed zipper or exposed button fly on these. And I used some Liberty scraps for the pockets on these, which are kind of fun and nice and soft. So yeah, these are going to get a lot of wear this spring. And again, we're going to decide. I'm hesitating to make myself the shorts until I decide what I want to do. I may just go up in size, do the 10s and the shorts, because I need shorts for our Florida trip. Speaking of shorts, that is View D. So View D is the same, use the same pattern pieces as View C, but it's just cut off with a 4-inch inseam for the shorts. And these are the second ones that I made for my daughter. I did the same top stitching. Cute little pair of shorts. I'm actually over the moon with these shorts. I did the hidden button fly. I let her pick which flies she wanted, because I wanted to make all 3, just so I could report back. And they all 3 are great. But she wanted the hidden buttons, and then she went with the zip fly. So yeah, I really, really like these. And again, I used the Prim rivets and the Prim buttons, and very pleased with how these turned out. She loves them. These are also a 4 that I graded to a 0, although I graded it a little different on these, and she's got a little bit of pooling at the back here, which you might be able to see, but I fixed that for the jeans. So, and these were meant to be kind of like a wearable muslin, I guess, kind of, just kind of figure out fit. But she's over the moon on these, and that makes me happy, because I have a daughter with really long legs, and that makes buying shorts so hard. So she's in women's sizes, the very bottom. You know, she was like straddling the line between the largest girl sizes and the smallest women's sizes, kind of the fall. And now we've kind of teetered over into just the smallest women's sizes, which makes shorts so hard, because I don't want my daughter in really short shorts. But then again, she doesn't need to wear Bermuda shorts either. They don't need to be down past her knees. And she's got long legs. So I love that she's allowing me to make shorts for her, because I totally will, to make them modest enough for her, and that's what she's actually comfortable in as well. She doesn't like things to be too short. She didn't want her belly showing, so she loves that she can wear her cropped jarras with these high-waisted pants and not have to worry about any accidental belly flash. So there we have it. So that is my wrap up. And sorry, 2 of those are in the same fabric, but I really wanted to make myself some shorts, but again, I'm on the fence with sizing and I've literally just run out of time. And I wanted to get this video to you guys. So I was able to get all 4 views sewn, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed being able to see the different views of this pattern and just the infinite possibilities. I think these pants would be amazing, especially the wide-legged, and because she also has different lengths. She's got a cropped length and the full length for both tall people and regular people, and then obviously for us shorties you can just adjust as need be. But I think they would be amazing in a wool suiting. I think they would be so cute. A cropped wide leg wool suiting pant, like in a plaid, with, very 70s actually, with like the skinny boot underneath it to where you don't see any leg. Yeah, I can just totally see that. So anyway, those are the Dawns. Love the pattern. I highly, highly recommend it for a woven pant pattern. The bang for your buck is just incredible. So yeah, so on that note, let's see, you're seeing this on Friday, and on Tuesday, I am one of the leaders this month for the Sew My Style Challenge, and so I've got some tutorials coming up. So the next couple of Tuesdays, you've got tutorials coming at you. So next week I'm doing a tutorial on how to do full bust adjustments on knits, because t-shirts are the theme for this month. We're doing the Shona by Athena Keku Patterns, and also the Jive t-shirt by Deer and Doe Patterns. And so I'm going to do that full bust adjustment tutorial on Tuesday, and then on Friday you're going to see my lookbook for the last pattern of the Megan Nielsen mini capsule, which is the Floriette. And then the following Tuesday will be a cover stitch machine tutorial. And I also want to note, I was tagged in the Resolutions tag, and I just haven't had a chance to film that, but that is coming, I promise. I haven't forgotten it. I'm just trying to, being in charge of, or one of the leaders for Sew My Style this month has just really taken a lot more time than I thought, because I actually wasn't slated to be one of the leaders. So it's really kind of, yeah, surprised me a little. But anyway, that's what we have planned for the rest of the month, and then a Floriette lookbook, and then hopefully the beginning of March I'm hopefully going to do my first sew along with the Lisette blazer that I've talked about in previous videos. So that's kind of what we have to look forward to. So again, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of that, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye!